we're going shopping. We're currently in Maastricht to go shopping. I'm here along with Duchies, but I'm looking forward to it. Actually, it's my sister's birthday, so it's for her birthday, but I'm just tagging along, you know, taking advantage of the opportunities we have in life. Hashtag whimsical. Nederlanders. Wacht, ik wil hem even af.
Relaxed.
I got that money, people. Hollander? Hollander. This music though is making me emotional. I just think about graduating. Dale. It looks so cool and mysterious right now.
Loki kan niet iemand.
Copper drop. I think it's a cop, broski.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
She's an expensive one. Kinda like these jeans, not gonna lie. You hardly see them, but these are too small. They don't zip up. Would have been cute though. Maybe a bit too big. Just a bit too big. The song is in my playlist. Hell no.
Lekker met die van mij. Mijn Instagram volgers zijn denken dat ik een big bag ben.
Dat ben je ook.
When you're cold, just don't. It's all about the mentality. This is all in my head.
Jeans. Oh, ja. Sorry, staat er een loop.